Welcome to another edition of Designing Spaces, the show that's all about you and your space, your home and surroundings. I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm David Jones. On today's show, we look at some of the new technology that goes into home construction. And the future is looking bright with materials that increase energy efficiency and really create a healthy environment for our homes.
All right, ladies, do you have a secret desire to become a hands-on do-it-yourselfer? Well, on today's show, we launch a series of tip segments devoted to women and power tools called Girls Powered Up.
Ooh, you got my attention.
See, I think the guys are going to like it too.
Absolutely. All right, the show is jam-packed, so let's get it started.
All right, stick around and see it all right now on Designing Spaces.
Now listen, before you build or get the contractor rolling on that next major renovation, you'll definitely want to pay close attention to this. Jody Dombrowski reports from Miami, Florida.
Most homeowners are aware of the health risks of mold, and any building material can become overrun with mold if the conditions are right. All that mold requires is moisture, and mold can grow and multiply inside wall cavities and other home enclosures. Mold can grow on wood, carpet, and fabric, as well as paint and siding. Under the right conditions, mold can grow on aluminum, brick, wallboard, steel, and glass. Designing Spaces wants your home to be a healthy one, and all do-it-yourselfers and remodelers should be aware of the dangers of mold, especially if moisture is trapped in a wall space or enclosed area while a project is in progress. We met up with Frank Nunes from the Responsible Solutions for Mold Coalition, who is here to give us the facts of life about mold and your remodeling project, and what you can do to combat this potential problem. Thanks for joining us on Designing Spaces.
Thank you very much for having me.
Sure. Frank, what do we need to know about moisture and mold?
That it can be controlled and managed.
Okay. What are some of the dangers of mold?
On the minor side, mold can be an allergenic. It can create sneezing, coughing, or on the greater side, it can get into asthma and some pretty severe conditions, depending on the individual.
Which is something I definitely suffer from. I have a very bad mold allergy, and it's not fun. So how would I go about looking for mold? And how can someone stop it once it's in the home?
You can visually observe it. It can be observed as mildew on the base of a window. It can be on the base of a wall or on building materials before they're being installed.
And what can we do to prevent it or get rid of it?
It can be cleaned with mild detergents, household cleaning materials. That often will take care of it. Sometimes if it's more advanced, you may have to have it remediated by professionals.
Other sources that mold can develop in and around include HVAC and fire sprinkler systems. Now, if I'm a homeowner and I have a project underway, what are some of the things that I can do to make sure I don't get as much mold?
To start, you could choose good sources of materials. There are some advanced products now that take in mold consideration, and they have better performance than some in the past. So that'd be your first point. The other would be to the storage and maintenance of the material as it's brought in. Before it's put on the walls or installed, keeping it dry and out of the elements would be important.
Okay. And what about keeping things clean? Because there can be a lot of dust on a construction site.
Well, that's a big factor. Dust, even drywall dust in the wall cavities of these steel frame buildings can be a source for mold or moisture to attract. So keeping the wall cavities clean to the point of vacuuming the stud cavities and the stud bays out. before wallboard is placed and insulation. That's a big development. Also, keeping the floors clean, keeping the scrapped materials out of the way around the construction site, just to not let mold get a start at all, to keep the construction site clean of debris and dust.
Great to know. And if I want to find out more about how to prevent molds, where can I go?
One of the best sources is the website.
Great. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
Joining us now is Hector Pupo from US Gypsum to show us a mold-inhibiting building material every do-it-yourself remodeler and contractor should be aware of. Hector, thank you so much for being here with us on Designing Spaces.
Thank you, Jody.
Now tell me about this great product and what are the benefits of having it?
Well, this is our new Sheetrock Mold Tough wallboard panels, and they have an active mold inhibitor inside the surface of the paper, both on the back side, front, and inside the core.
And that's put in during the manufacturing process?
Yes, it is. Actually, the ingredients are put in during the manufacturing process, so by the time that the product comes out, it's already ready for to guard against moisture and mold.
So that's much more cost effective in the long run.
The benefits of having it done that way is that we've, in combination with good design, construction, and also maintenance practices, we feel in using our product, you can avoid the typical mess that moisture and mold can create.
During panel installation, using a new material such as Sheetrock Mold Tough Gypsum panels and having a general awareness of mold and how it can occur will definitely help in creating a healthier living space. So Hector, if we want to find out more about this product, where can we go?
You can find out more at usg.com.
Excellent, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Don't let your home become a sick building because of mold. Homeowners, get educated, especially if your remodeling project entails new walls inside of the home. For Designing Spaces, I'm Jody Dombrowski.
For now, this show, we're out of time.
Yes, we are, but thank you so much for joining us here on Designing Spaces. I'm David Jones.
And I'm Debbie Marie. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.